saucy. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the sauce. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Sauce with Kenzie Taylor and my guest co-host, Miss Sarah Taylor.
Hello.
And my beautiful guest today, the lovely, stunning Alexis Fox. Hello.
Hi, ladies.
Looking like a snack over here.
This is my dream.
Right? She looks like a yummy Hershey bar.
You know what we're like?
I want
Eat
chocolate
me.
now.
We're like a s'mores.
I'm full of
Right?
nuts.
It's the chocolate.
Yes.
And we're the
the
little graham crackers.
We're graham crackers, exactly.
We just need a marshmallow.
Jeff, where are you? Marshmallow. He's like, damn it, I gotta get in.
I gotta get in there. Darn it. I'm gonna get all sticky.
So you reside in Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah, hot
Yeah.
desert. We were talking a little bit before we started rolling about how she's drinking Pedialyte because
Yeah. I actually have
Desert
one of these
life.
a day.
Yeah.
Desert life's been really good. I went from like Miami, which is like super high humidity, to fucking nothing. Extrally like negative in the negative. So my hair, skin, and nails took a beating, like just so bad. I was like, okay, how do I fix this? And it was hydration.
it's way different. Miami, how long did you live there?
17 years.
Whoa.
17 fucking years.
Wow.
What an amazing time.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
And if I
That's
really
fun.
think about it, like I grew up in Pennsylvania. I left there like at 17. So it was like I had like a couple different like growing periods.
Yeah.
Became like adults twice.
Have you been back? Have you been back to Miami at all?
Oh my God, I go back all the time. I never go back to Pennsylvania, by the way, but I will go back to Miami all the time. I'm in Pennsylvania, like whatever.
That's how I feel about Michigan because that's where I'm from. I'm like, yeah, I'll go there. Like, I don't want to.
Go there because
but-
I got family.
Yeah.
How many years has it been? 5? All right, fine. I'll go back.
Exactly.
Is the customer service good for you in Miami? Sorry. I'm literally asking
okay.
Alexis Fox if she gets good service anywhere.
No. Well, if you're going to South Beach, do not expect good service. South Beach
Or any
service
service.
is the tourist, where it used to. Like, I remember when I first moved down there, and I was like, what the fuck's wrong with everybody?
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, oh, because it's out of work models. Like, because everybody goes down there to model, but not
Yeah.
everybody gets a job.
So they don't wanna
So you
work.
have to make rent. And back, as, obviously it was a little cheaper then, many years ago versus what it is now.
Oh my
So
God,
you
I
could get
know.
a couple serving jobs, get a club job and all this other stuff, and make your ends meet. But it's not quite the same now. But
Yeah, I feel like I went there and left.
She's
You
like,
went there and
I
just
left.
That's all I have to say. But hey, I'll
yeah.
have to go with you sometime.
Yeah, no, I love it, but
Roll
I
out
mean,
the
I
red
know where to
carpet.
stay. I have friends there. Like after living somewhere for 17 years, you establish stable friendships and connections, and girlfriends and people to hang out with and that
Yeah.
you have dinner with. So like, it's nice for me to go back and see these people and see how they've progressed and grown. And
Yeah.
some have children, some have different jobs, some have recovered from cancer. So it's exciting for me to go back there.
Do any of your friends that are like married, have kids, or any of that shit, are they always like, how's it going? Because you're just like living your fucking life and just like free, basically.
They're loving it. Maybe at some part they're living a little vicariously through me,
Yeah.
but they're all such individual, people and families and just people, persons in themselves that they all have something going on in some way or another.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that keeps us all connected, is that we all know that we all have something going on, whether it's me doing my thing or, another friend doing their thing or so on and so forth.
I think that's really important in friendships, just in general, like being able to pick up where you left off with someone. You know what I mean? When you see them again, rather than,
Yeah.
hey, I haven't heard from you in 2 years. Like, I don't like when people do the guilt trip thing.
I don't like it either.
'Cause then I'm like,
I think that's
damn it.
actually a very manipulative thing to do. Like,
Yeah.
first of all, we all have lives, and we
Yeah.
also, are on our own little journey. And I'm I'm a loner. I like my alone time. That's where I kind of thrive and recoup, so I can be present with people around me and do my job effectively and fun, right? And I like easy friendships in the sense, not easy like
Low maintenance.
Low maintenance, yeah. I would say more
Yeah.
low maintenance because I like to be able to pick up wherever we left off, even if it's 6 months down the road. And the people that I have in my life are like that, you know, and it's just, you know, throughout that time, that throughout just growing up myself, I've created that. I don't want to have to feel that it's even like when people come visit, like, I like friends that I don't feel like I have to entertain. Like I'm okay with silent time.
Yeah.
I'm good like sitting there watching something, just being in the presence of that person. You know, I'm still getting that great vibe. I don't have to be like.
That's when you know it's just like a good friendship, in my opinion. Like silence is okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk every single second. Like it's okay.
Yeah. And like especially in our private lives.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about it. When we're on, we're on. We've got like think about conventions. That is sometimes several hours, and not only just cameras, but
just because you've been doing this. I mean, I've been doing this for 7 years, and you're how many years?
Almost 13.
So 13 years. Sarah had hit one.
Not even a year.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Almost.
I'm a baby.
She's a baby. But like I know me, it's like fucking exhausting. But for you, like, how do you deal with that when we have to, you know, do like conventions or different types of events and stuff? You know, considering you are more of like I don't want to say lone wolf, but that's coming to mind. You know what I mean? How you're more like to yourself. Like how are you able to handle that for like your mental health?
I create a really good balance in my life. That's, you know, it's not always something that's always going to be achievable, or, you know, it's going to be ups and downs like anything, right? But I really have created a nice balance in my life, and I stay very grounded, and I have really good, solid people in my life. And I also, I'm able to switch that on and, you know why I'm there. And I'm there to see these fans that spent money to come see me. So it's really important for me to be present during that moment. So I make sure I have a lot of recoup time, a lot of alone time before going in. And then immediately after, I have alone time. And that way, for instance, I'm going down to XBiz, the creator show in Miami. I know that's going to be a lot of interaction, a lot of people, even if it's just industry or whatever. It's a lot of interaction. So directly over, I always have that space of time where I'm just not going to see anybody. I even tell like my team and my people that I work with, even my best friend Joe, do not fucking call me.
Shout out Joe, we love you, Asian Joe.
He's gonna be so excited. I said his name. By the way,
I almost didn't believe he kept talking about you and tagging you and everything. I'm like, this guy's a little weird.
I know he is
But
weird.
here we are. Checks out. We believe you now, Joe. Just kidding.
But I know that about myself. You know, I've learned to be very as self-aware and becoming self-aware of who I am and how I'm reacting to things and how I'm taking on responsibilities and how I'm able to let those things go. And it's really important to me to keep that a healthy mind and spirit, because that's always going to keep me happy.
Love that. Would you say that you're able to handle the situations like that so calmly and everything because due to the experiences you've had throughout life? Or would you say that that's just something that's you've got, I guess, with age, like the more mature? Yeah.
I think both. I mean, you can't leave out one and expect it's all on the other. Like, I think both of those kind of come together. You know, experience is with life, and with life, you are getting older with age.
Touche.
So, if anytime that you're growing and evolving, you know, you're taking all those past and those experiences, and you're like, okay, these are my building blocks. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to build this here, and you're creating your whole empire, your life, your whatever it is that you want to call it. Yeah. And I feel like now I'm definitely going into it. It used to give me a little bit of anxiety, like, oh my God, okay, I'm gonna have to go in here. And then I realized, you know what? The anxiety I was having was to my state of mind. Yes. And that state of mind is something that I can create, and I can also dismantle. And I can change that at any given mind. It's going to just go to it. Like, what about that was giving me an anxiety? Like, I was doing what I love, and these people support me. Like, there's nothing to be afraid of or anything. I'm not like just, and when saying that, that's how I dealt with it.
Yeah,
I'm not like all
experience.
saying like that's for everyone.
Yeah.
Everybody has different experiences, but for me, that's how I looked at it. And I just changed that. Just changed my whole mindset about it. I was like, oh, this is nothing to give me anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, I've done some shit to give me anxiety. Like, what is this?
What What do you think? Like within the last 5 years, what is the most difficult or most awkward situation that you've encountered?
Just in life?
Yeah, just in life or career-wise as well. That you were able to, get through, obviously.
Let's see. Awkward situations. I think I'm just a rolling awkward situation, so I don't know. Maybe I just don't know somebody. That's a good question for Joe. He's all sitting
Joe,
here.
answer in the comments below.
Can I share an awkward situation that actually involves you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably don't remember this. It was at AVN. I was wearing this red dress that had a slit down the side. And it was before the show started. And I had realized in taking pictures, you could see the band of the underwear. So I go over to sit next to Serene and I think Rachel. They were all over there. And I'm just like, you don't know who I am. They're just chilling. And I'm talking to them. But then I'm like, oh, I got to take my panties off. So I crouch down and it ends up being your seat because I'm fucking in the back. Peanut gallery. So I'm in your seat, crouching down, pulling my panties off. I'm not even joking. You looked at me like, who is this in my seat taking her panties off? You probably don't remember this. So that was a very
what?
I'm not even joking. I was mortified for myself.
She's like, damn it.
I was like, oh my God, fuck, man. I was taking my panties off at a porn award. I'm fucking MIlF performer of the year. Gave me a look.
I was giving you the mom look.
Honestly, that's kind of the look I got. And I was like, oh, shit.
When you play MIlF for so long, it just comes across.
You're just
carrying
living,
snacks now.
Yeah. You're like, I'm driving a soccer mom van. I have the stick figure stickers on the back of my car of a family. I don't know.
I don't even have a fucking family. I'm just driving around like I have one.
But it says step,
Like a
though, above
creep.
each kid, right?
Yeah.
It says step,
just to make sure.
Stepson,
Just to make sure,
stepdaughter,
okay,
yeah.
And college age.
Not her mine.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I know I probably have a lot of awkward moments, but I probably don't notice them because I just don't care.
I love that though, that happened. I'm sorry.
That's my awkward moment.
She's like
that you were
mortified
involved.
by it, and you're like, I don't even
No, I'm
remember
like,
that.
you're fine. I'm
I
like,
And you've
"Don't
been
care,
carrying
girl."
this since.
She's probably,
I'm like, I'm
honestly,
cool with it.
the reason I was so okay, she's coming on, so we can address this. But this probably isn't the first time someone slipped their underwear off when she was around.
Oh no! It's
Man,
probably
I've slipped my underwear off in places, like in public, and I'm like, wow, I did that so slick. I'm sure somebody saw me do it.
Yeah. Well, you saw me do it, so.
Sorry for the mom look. I don't
No, it was
I
like-
realized I gave you
I was
one.
like, don't worry,
I think
I'm
I do that a
almost
lot,
done.
though.
So we're talking about conventions and stuff like that, Sarah. Since it was your first AVN this year, what was something other than what you just shared? What's something that you?
I've never shared that.
Yeah, what's something that
Oh.
you shared that you had to go through that I'm sure we've both already been through, but I'd love to hear it from your.
We've already talked about the inappropriate touchings.
Yeah.
Of the fans.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I think for me, being so new, just seeing. It's like the fandom around it. I actually made this joke at the X3 convention. I got a churro, a soda pop, and I made this video of me being and the Brazzers sings in the background. And I'm like, this is literally adult Disney. So for me, it's just everything is so big and there's so much buzz around it when you're there. And then it just seems like going into it as a new person, but then being on the outside of it before, it's so underground, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, there's an interesting correlation with the timing of the AVN Awards and business events.
Mm-hmm.
A tech convention just so happens to be the same
They
time.
did that on purpose.
Yeah, I think it's been going on for years.
Yeah, supposedly they used to do it like that, and then they started doing it like that again. I believe is what
Yeah.
it is, because it's what is it, CES? Or
Yeah, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. But that's interesting.
Yeah, I
though.
just think it's like the
you're kind of just like
lines.
observing, and like we're so used to that. And sometimes I will say, I don't know if you ever do this, but like I'll kind of like step back like and just be like, I'm here on a porn set and like I'm fucking, and this is my life. Like I
stand
get to
around
have
my house and think
sex with
that.
hot people, and it's so much fun, and like this is my life. Like this is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like deja vu moments, I guess is what
Yeah.
you could say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I have that all the time.
Yeah.
Like it never gets old for me. Like
Yeah.
I absolutely I've been having a great time ever since I joined the industry. Like I just really have. I love it. I love what I do.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, you're huge into traveling. You post it all over, your social media, so you're able to travel the world.
Yeah. And now like there's content creators everywhere. So it's really even opened up. So now my trips are I used to go on trips and just do a lot of solo content. And then once in a while, you go on trips with their colleagues. Now I'm like, oh, there's people everywhere. So I'm going to like pick this place and, work with different content creators there and work with this place and work with different content creators there and just kind of get a different collection of people.
And that's pretty cool too, because you can explore this new space and area and, enjoy yourself in your personal time, but also like do work to make money.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing that we have that ability,
Yeah, it's that's what I love. I mean, everybody's like, oh, why did you join? Why are you in the industry? Or why have you been in the industry for so long? Or this, that, and the other.
The freedom.
It's not, it's really the autonomy over my time. Because once you have the autonomy over your time, then you can really create the life and the lifestyle in which you want to lead. If you don't have that autonomy and you're working, whether it's part-time or full-time or whatever the fuck it is, if you're working all the time, then you're not really don't have the time to work on yourself. You don't have time to work on maybe things and aspirations and your real passions because you don't know how to make that shift and create that, it's not always easy to make different shifts in life. So,
And you're former military, right?
Yeah.
So you went from a very like controlled time, like they controlled your time to your freedom.
It probably, in a way though, I mean, I can't speak for you obviously because I wasn't in the military, but I feel like in a way it probably helped with structuring and discipline in a way.
Absolutely. It really actually had a good, like I have a good experience with the military as well. Like I came from a very small town in Pennsylvania. And I knew that in order for me to go to college, I come from, at that time, middle class or whatever it was type family. Yeah. I don't know what that would be considered now. Yeah. But, and I was a rebel kid. Like, I was like, Mohawk, fuck you. I was a rebel without a cause.
Love that.
Like,
I'm envisioning you with a Mohawk. I love this.
I did.
Do you have a picture?
I probably... Well, we didn't really.
Joe
have
probably
the cell
has one.
phones back
We'll ask Joe. He'll find one.
But yeah, he'll ask my mom.
Yeah.
She'll dig one up and she'll send him one of her pictures doing this. And it'll come out really weird and fuzzy because she does. I'm like, Mom, can you send me pics? Instead of just sending me the fucking picture in the mail, that's how she's sending them to
takes
me
a
now.
picture of the picture.
And do you know how bad?
Yeah, because the
like,
flash is on the picture.
Thanks. I can't even make myself out. But I'm going to assume that this is the photo I asked you for. But anyway. I actually found some pictures of back in the day with me partying with the New York Club Kids when I was in high school.
Nice.
I can show you that. That's on my phone, which I have over there. It's off right now, but I will show you afterwards.
The New York Club Kids.
Yeah,
they were
I was 16 with like wallpaper. Fucking that was me. Like I was like, hey, I ran away from home. I didn't run away because I had a bad home life. I was like, my friend at the time was coming out that he was gay to his family, and they weren't very accepting. So he was like, I'm going to DC, and and I didn't want him to go alone. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going. Fuck all you guys.
Fuck you, man. I'll call you later.
Fuck y'all. That's my friend. So I went to support him. Like,
did you actually leave?
3 weeks later, he was like, you need to go home. Yeah.
That lasted so long. You're like, I was just joking. I didn't mean to.
I was like, I
love you guys. You do the pissed off prance back.
I did, totally. But I had
the door.
Fucking blast, man. I partied with the New York Club Kids. I went out. I got some great, oh my God, I had such a fucking blast. It was so interesting group of people that I met. I mean, it was just I don't know. I have no regrets, like really, when I really think about it. And even like, and I really have to say that honestly, I have zero regrets, even like those times in my life where I was in the lowest of the lows. You know, like I said to you earlier, like the person that you see today, there's a lot that get here, and there's gonna be a lot that's gonna go to get me over there.
Exactly.
So, you know, like, yeah, I have no regrets because because sometimes I would say every time of my lowest of the lows was a huge catalyst in my life to do better. It was like the kick in the ass that the universe gave me to say, hey girl, you need to fucking do something
Hey
here.
girl, get the fuck up. Yeah.
Something's bad's gonna happen if you don't.
You know what I will say, like, you know, just for example, like winning like MIlF Performer of the Year, by the way, it's fucking amazing.
Fucking
Congrats
several
again.
times throughout different fucking companies.
Yeah. I mean, she's won several awards, but
Pornhub,
no big deal.
the big one.
Alexis Fawx. Anyway, I just had a toot your horn.
Too.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I don't know, like I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I feel like sometimes when people are winning like awards, you know, and they get all these accolades and people are like, oh, well, she deserves that. It's like, no, bro, like she fucking earned that. Like you earned that.
Yeah, we earn a lot.
Yeah.
We work hard. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you put the time in and you earn it. Like, and that's the same thing as like, oh, lucky you. No.
Yeah, it's like, no, dude. There's no luck. I know, I hate that
you know how many
too.
scenes I took
Yeah.
to make this brand
Do
happen?
you know how many times I've torn my asshole? Shut up.
Yeah, now so when I sneeze, I piss myself. Thank you,
Yes,
squirting. So.
yes. I had an oil anal scene and I was farting out oil, okay, for a week.
I know, man. I remember the next day you're like, oh, that was just lube.
Yeah.
That was completely
That was
fucking
FEELZ
lube
by
that
Kenzie
came out of my
Taylor.
ass.
That's what that was.
That was a lube, baby. What the fuck?
I love that. Those are the best lube babies.
Oh my god! Fuck yeah!
I
Oh,
feel
man. And
like-
I do have I found this like new fascination with play. I've been mentioning this way too often. My fans are gonna be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck, Alexis?" But I found this new fascination of playing with buttholes. I fucking love it. Like, I wouldn't want them to be like, I'm like,
You're
in
the
there,
one
right?
doing it.
Yeah, I love doing
To
it.
women and men, or just women? or
Yeah, anybody.
anyone?
I mean, to anybody that really enjoys it.
Of course,
you know
yeah.
that's the kicker
Do you
for
like
me. Like, oh,
fisting?
you really? Yes,
It's fun.
yes.
I feel so powerful when I get to fist someone because I'm like, yo, I'm wearing you like a puppet.
Yes!
Like, you're going to talk.
I literally yes. Oh my god, I feel
It's
like I'm
so
talking.
fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You get this.
I'm saying
I
your
gotta
thoughts
show
out
you
loud.
my pleasure fister glove.
Ooh,
oh
can't
my
wait.
god, it's absolutely amazing.
Can't
but
wait. Love it.
Well, the whole thing happened. I was just like, I've always found it fascinating and very interesting that the human body is so like, wow, check this shit out.
Yeah.
And, you know, one night before, you know, I don't know why I was on Twitter late at night. I fucking thrumming through it like that's going to put me to sleep, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I go
It's
down
stimulating your brain.
Exactly. With a bright light. Like, oh my God. And then like, you know, I go down this rabbit hole because I was like, is that arm? Is that an arm in a guy's ass? And I look, and this is like a big burly dude with in a dude's ass. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, his forearms were way bigger than mine. Mine's like, ooh, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Maybe like, girl, stick both.
Yeah.
I'd be like, your pleasure.
He's like, girl, put your thigh in here.
I would.
Putting on
I
a
would love to
swim
stick
cap.
my foot in an ass. Are
That'd
you
be
kidding
fun,
me?
dude.
Have they ever inserted a head in an asshole before?
I don't know. I think like I've seen fake photos or stuff like that, but I don't know if that's really real. I don't know.
That'll be my showcase.
But if you really want to check out someone who's like, I don't know, I don't think she's performing absolutely anymore. Oh fuck, her name just escaped me, and it's probably on my phone in the history.
Is it Adriana? No.
She's amazing. No,
Yeah.
it's another performer. I've never seen anybody put the thing that
I
she
wonder-
put. She goes past the second sphincter.
I wonder
Like,
if
all
is
the
it
way.
Belladonna?
There's
'Cause
two?
she's-
No,
dude,
it's
Belladonna's
something.
fucking
Oh
amazing.
shit! I don't know why Hello Kitty comes to mind, but it's not that. I can guarantee you.
Sarah's really good at finding.
But you know who
I'm
told me
actually
about
Googling
it?
second sphincters to
Yeah.
look this up later.
Go into because that like people that are really because what all spawned into this was Fist Fest because
Yeah.
I was like that's what the whole guy was doing.
Yeah.
It was like Fist Fest, and I was like what the fuck's that? And I was like they meet 4 times a year. It's like this huge festival in Georgia, and it's just fucking poppers and fisting.
Really?
Like all the way in. Like if you can feel the guy's heartbeat, like
Yeah.
that was fucking cool. pool, more ass meet the pools out. That was even better. I was like, oh my.
Fisting festival. That's such a tongue twister.
Yeah, yeah.
Do they call it double F?
Hey, do you want to go to Oktoberfest?
I want to, yeah.
Oh my God.
Oktoberfest?
Yes!
Oktoberfest?
Dude, we can just wear fisting shirts, you know, like, yeah. Like, I just want to stand outside. Do you think you fisted your best today?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Did you get the fullest that you wanted to feel? Because like, then I was like, okay, what's the psychology of that? Like, you know, you get past this second sphincter. That to me seems like a lot. Like, to me, I wouldn't like it. I love doing it. Like, I haven't gone through the second fist. Like, I haven't gone that way yet.
Well, I do direct gay porn, and I have asked a lot of the gay performers that I'm friends with, but also that I've directed, and I ask them, like, when they do poppers, is that the equivalent of, like, you know, like shrooms or ecstasy or, you know, Molly, whatever? And they say yes. Wow. That it's so just euphoric and it feels so good. Yeah. So I'm guessing that that's why they're able to just do that, because they're like, it just feels good. Just do whatever.
Like, and they also have, like, they guys apparently have different rooms. Like, they have like a full on, like, can you see why I went down the rabbit hole?
Yeah,
I was going
to the butthole.
Yeah, I was way down.
Festival.
I was up into that second sphincter. Let me just fucking tell
Talk
you.
About
like,
fist
I was
place.
all the way up in that shit
Fist
for
place.
real.
Yeah, she fucking went to fist. She got fist place.
Yeah, I did. But I don't know. Anyway, so I don't know. I just found like a new fun playing with those.
I love that.
Sorry, everybody.
No, I love that. That's great.
I think it's just opened up a whole new. You know what? I love the psychology behind a lot of the sex, and like the psychology. You know, whether you're doing sensual lovemaking sex or femdom or regardless, I just like it all. Like, I really get off into the pleasure that the people are like, oh wow, that's like, you know, when you do fempom, like the pain through pleasure through pain and stuff like that.
Yes.
I just find that so interesting. And like these guys that like to be fisted all the way up, that they like to feel like that super fullness. And that's why they get off on that.
Have you done this?
I find that amazing.
Have you done this to anyone before?
I've never gone to the second sphincter. I've just gone in and have fisted this way.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can show you some.
I feel like this is like a Star Trek thing.
Oh, he's so great.
He's so good. So
we should work with him together.
Yes, we should. We would destroy him. He would love that.
Marcelo.
So Marcelo, I put I had a strap on. I put a unicorn head on him.
Yes.
And I was strapping him, and I was like, "No, like a horse, you little bitch."
Yes.
And he was like, nee, nee. I'm like, "You can do better than that." And I'm like slamming his ass on the fucking God. And then he was neighing the whole time, and it was so great.
I'm Googling him. I don't know who he is.
Marcelo the slave.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's phenomenal.
I love working with him, and he's such a good guy.
He really
always
is.
does his best.
He's so sweet too. He's like,
Mistress Kenzie, is it okay if I do this?
yes.
Say thank you.
Yes. Now get down there and look at my shoes
knees.
clean.
I know. Yes. Oh my God.
Okay.
Wow, he's
Let's
a big
ruin
guy.
his asshole.
Yes. Deal.
Oh my God, I love it.
You know what's funny is I feel like
I've been wanting to work with you for so long
I know.
and do collabs, and now we're like,
Right?
yeah, we're gonna fuck some assholes.
we're gonna do it. Yeah.
Can I film it?
Let's cuck him.
Of course.
We should cuck him. Like we can fuck each other and be like, yeah, you like how we fuck it?
Yeah.
And then fuck him.
That'd be amazing.
Let's do it.
That would. Oh, she wants to film it.
I'll film it
All right.
if you want me to.
Yeah.
Unless you want to
Yeah.
hire somebody to get
we should
better
do it
footage.
for Fistober.
Yes.
Fistober.
Oktoberfest, we're coming for you.
Yeah. Bro, sounds amazing.
Get your
You guys
assholes
can wear
ready.
your little like.
In a way, I'm wondering though,
Outfits.
would you consider yourself like sapiosexual?
Yeah.
Because I'm totally like that.
Oh man,
It's-
if you get me in the brain, like
if you fuck my brain, fuck my body.
You're getting brain.
Yeah, yeah.
that's like an instant panty dropper. Like,
Yeah.
like intrigue me. Give me something. Like that's the thing. Like I think I'm single for that reason. Like
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna waste my time. And
how
a lot
is
of people don't
dating?
have anything really interesting for me.
How is dating like, considering, you know, obviously you're where you're at in this industry and you're very well known globally. Is it awkward kind of when you go on dates because you want people to obviously probably not talk about porn 24/7?
You know, I probably need to go on more dates.
Yeah.
I've actually been so busy and super focused with a lot of different projects that, and I, you know, to my own whatever, I really don't give a lot of people a lot of time.
Yeah.
I'm just really, I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I'm going to probably give you a little amount of time and make it good because out of sight, out of mind. Like I'm not like, and I'm also just not looking.
Yeah.
And not looking. I'm not actively like, I'm definitely not on any app.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Have you
I'm
ever
not
done a
active.
dating app and went on dates?
Oh my God, I did. It was the worst thing.
What happened?
Oh my God. So I picked an older guy thinking, okay, maybe this is going to be all right, you know, whatever. And I met him out to have lunch. Like, let me go daytime date. This is
What
how,
app
like,
was
whatever.
this? Tinder?
No, I don't even know what it was.
Farmersonly.com.
That would have maybe I would have ended up with some eggs. That would have been not so bad. I'm like, I'm a gardener, so
Thanks for
I
the
could have
cock
dealt
and
with
the
that.
eggs. Peace out.
Yeah, we could have shared gardening and soil techniques. I would have left there with some knowledge at least. This guy fucking had me hostage for 8 hours. I was like, yeah, can I just skip back to my car? He goes, yeah. I was like, yeah, I gotta barbecue some steaks. And he was like, hey, do you want to come? Can I come over? And I was like, no. No.
What made it go bad?
I was just like out the window, totally like body language was like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I was like, this is awful.
Like, what was it that was like?
His conversation was just not.
Did he
like,
ask your fucking horoscope sign?
No.
Oh, okay.
Live,
'Cause
laugh,
that
and
for
love,
me,
or whatever
I'm
that
like,
bullshit. No.
Peace out.
It was just like, it was, I don't know. It was so much, like, there was just so much about him in a weird way. Like, in a very, and he's just dry. It wasn't very interesting. Like, it's like not, you're not an adventurous old man. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, I was just like, this is done. Like, I was so over. It just felt like very passive aggressive.
Yeah.
I could get that undertone, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
I feel like that would be so awkward because you're like, okay, well, you're like sliding out the door. It's nice to meet you. Bye.
I'm more like, get me the fuck. I was like, no, you need to drop me off. Like, I was very serious. But that's another thing too, is like what I look for in a person when I look to date. And I'm really open to dating any, like, it's more about the essence and the person that they are.
Yeah.
And
would you say you identify as pansexual then?
I mean, if you want to put a title on it, I'm just like, I've never.
You're fluid.
I'm very fluid and like whatever. I've never really, I'm not big on titles.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like sometimes people get a title and they want to be put in this box. Be like, this is what I am now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, fuck that. Don't put me in a box. I'm going to like who I like. I'm going to fuck who I like.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
You're like Jell-O. You're just like, I'm
just
whatever.
gonna wiggle around.
Yeah.
But, you know, if I'm going to date a man, you know, I like a masculine man, but I also like them emotionally intelligent. That's just really rare. I just think that's really rare because I'm kind of very masculine in my energy, and if you can't put me in my feminine, then I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna walk you like a fucking dog.
Okay, same. And do you ever get? You're very intimidating.
Yeah, and fuck you. If I'm intimidating to you,
that's
then
exactly.
we're not going to work out.
I say the same shit.
Everything I do is going to intimidate you. Then that means what I do for a living intimidates you. What I make for a living intimidates you. The reason, and that's another thing. Someone like I wasn't getting it for a while, and they're like, "Well, you have to realize." You take care of everything yourself. Like you don't really need any. Like you're internally happy. So what you're really what that person has to offer everything inside of them.
Yeah.
And a lot of people aren't internally happy. A lot of people are looking for this. A lot of people are looking for that.
Yeah.
And like they're, you know, on this other path.
A lot of people are very materialistic nowadays.
Yeah, that.
You know?
They're just like all this other stuff. And you know, socially what have men provided women is, you know, I've got all that taken care of.
Yeah.
And I don't look for outside happiness. That's done too. So come with your shit together. And a lot of people just don't have their shit together. Period.
Like if they add value to your happiness.
Yeah, you've got to add value because I'm already got in the I'm the kitchen table. I've got the chairs. I'm the fucking meal. I've got everything. Like
I love that.
What are you bringing me? Because I've got it. I've got it. So tell me, what are you bringing me? Because if you don't bring me value, then you don't have a place in my fucking life. And I'll take that with business, friendships, and any lover.
That
Hell
part.
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm
Anything.
at,
That
honestly.
part.
Seriously.
And it's just like, I mean, think about it. We have this moment. Why am I going to fill my life up with the people that don't bring me any value? Mm-hmm. Why? And I'm not saying they don't bring value to somebody else's life. Go for it.
Yeah.
You just don't fit here.
Exactly.
And I'm sure I don't fit everywhere either. And I don't expect it.
Exactly.
I feel like when you are in the adult industry, and you guys can confirm or deny this, I just feel like men, they don't really go in wanting to really like get to know you. They kind of go in with this like preconceived, just like, oh, she has sex on camera, so
She wants to fuck me and all my friends. Like,
yeah. Or like you go in and then they want to like get your friends in the bedroom, or like
Like it's an automatic threesome.
exactly. And I'm just like, no,
You know?
man.
Yeah, does this come with an automatic threesome?
yeah.
Yeah, but there's
No, it's not for purchase.
So my favorite is like, well, do you know this girl?
Yeah.
What about this one? Do you know her? Have you worked with her?
weird. That's so
Well, what about
weird.
this one? Yeah.
It's just a weird thing.
I'm like-
I don't talk about my friends. I wouldn't tell you if I knew them or not.
Yeah. I'm
it's
just
none
like,
of your
this is
business.
fucking weird, dude.
Yeah.
She wouldn't fuck you anyway.
That would bother me. Like, see, I think that would really bother me.
Yeah.
If people started asking me weird questions like that, I'm like, okay, or then you're not on a date with me.
Yeah.
You're trying to be on a date with Alexis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's a difference.
Yeah. You know, one of my favorite things ever is, and it's so petty, but I like to be like, Google me and just like leave.
If that's what you want.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Google me.
Take it.
Oh, I love
well,
that.
something else that I actually want to say with the dating thing too is I'm not one who like steers more into monogamy. Like I feel like I'm more of an open person, but I like you want that soul person that you have that like trusting relationship with, where it's like, okay, like we communicate if there's anything else going on. But I feel like because of the job, they think, oh, well, they're fucking on camera, so then I can do my own thing and it's not a big deal and not say something. But like even just like testing standards, right? So it's like maybe you're like with a dude and you're fucking him, but then he's off fucking other people, but he's not testing. And it's just, I feel like it just puts you so much at risk with your job. I don't, am I like overthinking that?
Couple of things.
Yes.
I don't know if you're overthinking any of it. I mean, you have your own thoughts about it. And if this is what I see is there's an honesty factor and there's communication and comprehension that have to go hand in hand. A lot of people, I really, really demand pure, raw honesty. I don't give a fuck, hurt my feelings. I'd rather have you fucking hurt my feelings for that 30 seconds because later on when I find out, then I'm pissed off and you're out.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think like versus again putting a title on like, oh, this is going to be a monogamous relationship, an open or whatever, or poly or whatever you want to call it. You sit down like adults and you talk out, how do we really want this relationship to go? Because honestly, this is what I'm going to be okay with. And honestly, I'm not going to be okay with that. And if you have anything at a 99%, that's a no. Make it when it turns to 100%, then that's your yes. Because that 1% will always haunt you later on in life. So make sure that it's 100% in what you want to move forward with.
Yeah.
And if that person, you know, and just because like, what we do our career wise, what I do and I've been doing for almost 13 years is not an excuse. I'm not doing it because I'm like, oh, I'm going to go fuck somebody. So that's not an excuse for somebody else to be like, oh, I'm going to go fuck somebody. What I do is to make money, and that's how I've been making my living, and it's a career. And then if that person doesn't understand that that's a career, and they don't have to be in the industry to understand that, that just shows an emotional intelligence on their own part, then that's probably a person that why sit there and fucking have these conversations anyway with these
Insecure.
people? I'm going to be like right
Insecure.
there full blunt. If they cannot handle that emotion, and like you can tell, but look what's your body language, watch their behavior patterns, you're going to know right away whether or not they're going to be okay. When again, we're coming down to like, is that a person you want to have in your life?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to sit there and try to explain my lifestyle to anybody. I don't need to. I'm not. I don't have to. Why?
Yeah.
I'm not explaining it to my mother. Why am I going to explain it to you? You know what I mean?
The fuck is the
Here
point
it
of that?
is. Ask your questions.
Yeah.
I'm very open, and I'm also very honest. And it's, you know, I want it like I'm going to have great days, and I'm going to have days that are going to be a little bit longer than other days, and I want to be able to communicate that with my partner. And if we're both comfortable. You know, if they want to have an open relationship because that's how they feel internally even before they met me.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, was that just internal if they always wanted? Is that something? Or are they trying something out new? I'm not going to be their fucking tester. Like, again, come to us with your shit together, folks. If your shit isn't together, don't be in a relationship.
Thanks, folks.
Like, I mean, it's solid. Like, I know from personal, like, not having all my shit together, those relationships, I was searching out things because my shit wasn't together.
Yeah.
Now my shit's together and I'm like, I don't need, no.
You're
good.
You're like, I am the Thanksgiving feast. I do not need anything.
She's selective.
I'm gonna sit like one.
Yeah.
I look like a turkey that's been in the oven a little bit.
Honestly, you look like a bowl
yummy.
of gravy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like nice,
I would
yummy.
totally put you on my mashed potatoes.
Yes. I want to be on your mashed potatoes.
Can I be the
So,
spoon?
Alexis, you have a podcast. You have your coffee.
Yeah.
You have I believe the show you have, it's called High as Fox, the comedy show that you were doing for a while.
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
Yeah.
I love hearing about all these things.
Yeah.
And I still haven't tried your coffee yet.
Oh my God.
Do you make Keurig pods?
I do have the reusables, so I can send you grind and some reusables. And
Love
you can
it.
Put them in the pods.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I actually came out with tea. We actually rebranded the coffee because people were getting a little confused with the word high, and I was like, I cannot ship across state lines if it had THC in it.
Yeah.
Come on, people! I'm not trying to get arrested.
Yeah. You're like,
That's
it's
a
just
whole
coffee.
like that would just seem like a whole animal in itself. Excuse me. And so we rebranded it to HAF, like half coffee, and to kind of keeping that whole thing in mind. So it's a really pretty label and new artwork for it. So I'm really excited. So I'll have to send you some.
Awesome.
So that's going really well. And then the comedy show, the Highest Fox show, we were having here in LA. And then the pandemic hit and all that. And then, again, once again, Joe, here's your cameo. I'm so proud of me. Mentioning you one more fucking time, friend. No, he's my co-host, and we just kind of turned it into a podcast, to, with our time and stuff like that. And it's interesting because I'm like, where do we want this podcast to go, and how do we want to go and move around with it? It's pretty. I've never done it before, so
yeah, that's kind of like how I was with my podcast. Like I knew I wanted to start a podcast, and I'm a very much an extrovert and very outgoing, and I love socializing, and I just knew that it'd be something that I could thrive in. But it was kind of like a passion project.
Yeah.
And like now, I got Sarah's on board. We got this awesome new studio.
Yeah, this is awesome, guys.
Badass
The first
Jeff
day in the
back
studio.
there. And like it's sky's the limit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I keep an open mind, and I'm like, I don't know where it's gonna go, but
Isn't
it's
that
fucking
awesome?
awesome.
Yeah. And that's another thing, because you have autonomy over your own time. So now you get to create these things that you're like, oh, I can fucking do this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Independent women.
Yes. Just independent.
Fisting.
Yes.
We're fisters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you
Will
want
you
to,
be our fisty?
I was going to say, if you want to subscribe and download the episodes, then maybe money can be made. But like independent women reaching for the second sphincter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta Google that. I can't wait to
I'm just kidding, but not
show
really.
you that video afterwards.
So are you wanting to try to do like an in-person show again? Is that something that you have a desire to do?
Especially with the cannabis lounges opening up and everything like that. So, and that's actually starting to open up in Vegas.
Okay.
And since I live there, it would just be a lot easier for me to, I've had the time now. I'm like, okay, I've tried it, I've observed, and now I have an idea of where I want to take that live show. And rather than doing it monthly or as often I was doing it, I would probably do it more on a quarterly or biannual type of show, so I could put more effort into gathering the sponsors and into the show itself.
I feel like monthly is a lot. That probably
it was a lot
that went
of
into
fucking
it.
work.
Because I mean, just directing in general, like the pre-production, I can't even imagine.
Yeah,
Like-
because then you overbook because people are going to cancel. You know what that's
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, we've had that.
And they cancel on the same day.
Yeah, and you're like, God
"Shit."
damn it.
But yeah, I've learned with that, and I've learned, okay, this is how I would prefer running it. So now it's, finding the right venue that fits it, because I do like the cannabis aspect of it.
Yeah,
and
and
it
it's
made it fun.
And it's weird too, because it's like, cannabis is just like nothing now. Like you could fucking walk on the sidewalk and just be lighting up a joint and a cop will drive by and it's nothing.
Yeah,
But as far as venues go, it's like
because of the
no
alcohol
smoking.
and this and that, and it's just like, dude, I'll be straight up, like, And it's not like, I still have like, booze once in a while and stuff like that. I mean, I actually have a beer.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have an Alexis Fox blonde ale that's available in Las Vegas. You can go to
Ironic.
Autonomy Ale Works to get
Your
it.
hair is red.
Yeah,
but-
it was blonde at one point.
Oh,
in my
you
career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She honestly is,
I've had black
is one
blondes.
person that can pull off any fucking color hair you
I'm
can
gonna look you up
imagine.
blonde right now.
Yeah.
Actually.
You can look me up
I met her as
blonde
a
with the red
blonde.
dress at XBiz because the cover, I'll have to send you the
I've
label.
seen you
It's
blonde,
so cute.
brunette, black, red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had every color.
kind of like an ombre type thing with the blonde and brownish.
Yeah, that's because my hair was
Oh
frying
my
off.
God.
I've been
I
through
had
that.
no
I've been through that.
choice.
So I chopped all my fucking hair off, took the extensions out. I was so sick of it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
When did you start the beer?
Well, with the coffee, I started working with a local brewer, Autonomy Ale Works in
Okay.
Las Vegas, and just so happens, friends of friends, and he wanted to do a coffee beer, and I was like, oh, I got a coffee, and he was like, let's do some business. I was like, okay, cool.
That's cool.
So we stuck my coffee in his golden ale, and we called it Cheers to Breakfast, and we had a party, and we actually kicked the keg of that party.
Wow.
The party was only 4 hours, and that's a very rare thing to kick a keg of the same night that you tap it.
Yeah.
First
and in
night
4
tapping.
hours.
Yeah. So we had a big show up, and so we did that one. We did another one, or like a pumpkin latte type one with my coffee in it, like just like these one-offs. We did a MIlF stout with my coffee in it.
I think I seen that, and you're like on the label, right?
Yeah,
I think I seen
that
something
one
like
came
that.
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
we've
didn't
been
know what
doing
that
these
was,
little
but I know I
things.
seen it on the label.
Cheers to Breakfast did so well, and we had so many requests for it that we canned it. And it's funny because I'll be out, and especially if I'm out with Matt, who's the owner, and I'll be like, hey, Matt, you got that Cheers for Breakfast? You got the new batch in? And it's crazy to hear that now.
Yeah.
And so we had this great working relationship off a handshake, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a blonde ale. And so now we have this beer together, and it's really cool. I think we were supposed to have a party for Memorial Day weekend at Planet Hollywood on the Strip at the pool
Ooh.
party, and we're going to be serving the blonde ale,
That's badass.
which is really, really cool. So, yeah, it's so neat to be part of these things. Like,
Yeah.
you have to, like, I'm not starting this beer because I think I'm going to be like the next Bud Light, and I'm trying to have like this fucking beer franchise of any sort. I'm not looking to make even millions or even, whatever out of it. It's just, these are like little passion projects. Like dipping my finger and like, oh, this is really cool. I got my name and my stamp on that.
Definitely. How
This is
fucking
really
cool though is it? Or how cool like did it just feel? Because I mean, I felt this when I finally seen like my bottle of lube like created, my name on it. Like how cool was that when you got to see like your coffee or the beer like actually in front of you? Like
in a store is fucking cool,
sick, right?
man. It's so fucking cool because you've created that.
Yeah.
Like that's your idea. Like
And then you tasted-
dreamt this up in here.
you tasted how many fucking things to get to that
Yes.
certain ingredients that were in that one that was created.
Exactly.
So I tried about 90 different lubes. You're welcome, everyone. 90 different fucking
And let
things.
me tell you, lubes are funny. Lubes can make me fucking feel crazy,
Yeah.
break me out.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a lot.
yeah.
I ate a lot of lube too.
Oh, yeah,
Just
tasting
take-
it and
yeah.
all that stuff. Oh,
Best thing about FEELZ by Kenzie is there's no taste. So
nice.
Yeah. I fucking
Nice.
drank so much of it at
it's great.
Exotica.
Yeah.
I was the
literally
water
could-
girl.
You can literally drink it. Like it's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Don't do too much though. I did too much by accident when you were talking. So
Yeah.
I was like managing her line. I was the water girl. I made a joke about it. And I'm like walking down, hey, does anybody want to try some water? And I'm like taking this lube, like trying to make it a scene, like, look at this, like advertising it. And I squirted a shit ton of it in my mouth. And it was like the texture was phenomenal in the right situation.
Yeah.
But like in that situation, it was like,
But you didn't have a cock in your mouth, so it didn't.
it
yeah.
was just
Was it-
straight, like my mouth was like a bukkake of fucking FEELZ lube. Is what it was.
You had a blow bang of
I
feels.
had to walk to the back and spit
She's
it
like,
out.
oh.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
even
a
swallow
lot,
it.
dude.
She comes back. She's like wiping her mouth. Sir, what'd you just do? Nothing.
I mean, you sold a bottle right after that, though.
Yeah. I sold quite a few bottles.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I want to
shit.
try it.
Good shit.
I
It's
want
good.
some fucking,
Of course, when she's here, and I don't
some
have any on
really
me.
fucking
I
titties.
those are glorious.
Oh my God.
For the audio listeners, she's shaking her boobies right
I
now.
mean, I
and
loved
it's
it.
great.
For you audio listeners,
Yeah.
that means you got to upgrade, motherfuckers.
That means you have to watch YouTube right now.
Bouncing these titties all over this mic like it's your fucking dick. Now you're like, what the fuck?
So
I'm gonna
have
get that
you
fucking-
directed anything?
Not well, other than my own.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know if you because I thought for some reason I thought you directed something for Brazzers.
Well, I've done like Voyeur Next Door. I've helped out with the producing. I wouldn't say I directed it. Like
Okay.
you know, being with the director and the producer, I would say, if anything, it came to co-directing it. But I wouldn't say. Did I hit the mic again? See, I told you. I would.
You're good. You're good.
Joe's gonna be like, I told you. I think it's number 4. But I would say but I helped write and produce and pick the cast and the set design and everything like that for like Voyeur Next Door. Why is it just fucking Unbound and things of that nature?
Okay.
But sole directing, no.
Okay.
I would like to. That'd be fun.
Yeah. What
Fuck
if
yeah.
you could choose one dream scene with either like a boy, girl, or threesome, whatever? Who do you think you would choose, and what would be the scenario? Because that mind of yours, I feel like something's brewing
You're
up
asking
there.
the dream scene to name a dream scene.
I know.
You know what? Okay, so I don't know if it would be my dream.
And you can be
it could
in
my
it,
dream scene.
but
I was
you're
gonna say,
directing
how
it
about
as well.
you and me and Emma Rose?
Oh God, I want to
How
fuck her.
fucking
She's
hot.
so hot.
She's so fucking hot.
She's so. Have you had
hot?
sex with her yet?
No, but I want to.
I know. I'm thirsty. I always am so
Look,
thirsty.
can we make this
Emma
this
Rose,
trio happen?
slide in the DMs.
How fucking dream scene is that?
literally I comment all the time on her shit.
I'm a creep. I go.
I
just
know.
stare at her pictures.
I'm like, oh, you're so
I'm
beautiful.
and I'm so shy. I'm like, so please watch this. I want to work with you.
You post
I want to
something.
shoot a lot of content with you. I just want to.
You post a video all sexy dancing around. She's not even in it, but you tag her just to get her attention.
That's what I should do. She'd be like, okay, she's
Hi,
great.
Emma.
Immediately I get blocked. It's like, fuck, I have no chance now.
like,
I feel like you have every chance, though. Am I
But that would
crazy
be
to
really
think
hot.
that?
It
I
would.
think that would be really
Especially,
hot.
oh my God, imagine if we were wearing like latex, all oiled up and wearing latex.
Oh.
Brazzers.
Hi, yeah.
Alexis
oh my
Fox
God.
directing the dream scene
Awesome.
over here.
I know who I'll be texting after this.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really super hot.
It would be.
Yeah, I was thinking about that on the way here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think about it.
She's like,
Great,
oh
she's
my
like,
God.
this bitch is such a creep. Gotta be blocked on all
I love
socials.
it. No, honestly, that's flattering. That really is. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what are some things that you have coming up that you're excited for?
Oh, jeez. Oh.
All the things.
I'm excited for the Miami Creator Show. I'm actually going to be doing my podcast and be broadcasting live and like bringing
nice.
people on, and just I thought it'd be a good way to meet. I live in Vegas, so I don't get to meet or hang out with the newer folks. And I hate saying the new people because they're just
But
new
it's
to
true.
me.
Yeah,
But
it's
I don't
true.
mean that you're brand new. You're
Yeah.
just new to me in that
Yeah.
sense. So it's going to be a cool thing. Like I'm hoping to meet a lot of newer creators.
Live
People that I
streaming
normally don't-
on Instagram
Yeah,
for your podcast? Is it live streaming on Instagram?
I probably won't be live streaming it just in
okay.
case.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Just in case something needs edited out.
In case something needs to be edited out or
case a
titties-
titty
something
pops
comes
out, yeah.
You know, it might get wild.
That
I'm
happens.
hoping it gets wild. It'd be fun for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
He loves it. Love you, Joe.
I know.
Number 6.
He's gonna be like, "This is my favorite episode ever."
Yeah, he's gonna write in the comments that you stole his dog.
Exactly.
I can see it now.
Probably. But I think it's just gonna be a real because I'm not here in LA, so a lot of times I miss out. You know, I'm not asking people to come to my house. And, hey, you want to come to my house? Like that's just. Not,
Hey.
just as creepy as it sounds. So I thought it would be a good idea to do that. To have them come on the show, talk to them, see where they're coming from, what brought them into the industry. Are they, did they start on OnlyFans? Or are they going to go in the main? Like, I don't know where everybody's coming from. So it'd be interesting to get that on board. What their background is. Like, what did you leave? I worked with someone recently that was an esthetician. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So you went from an esthetician to OnlyFans to now shooting maid. That's an interesting thing. So
Yeah, it is.
to learn people that, and also if I'm going to be working with, other creators, it's always nice to be able to meet them. And
Yeah.
it's going to be a fun day.
You don't want to have like a Jeffrey Dahmer situation.
Yeah, like you
Like-
want to have a good, whether it's, a mainstream porn set or it's our own sets, you want to have a good day. And, I don't always get a chance to meet the people beforehand, which is fine, you know, whatever. Usually can get a good vibe or how they're posting on social media, or you hope so. Not everybody is that. And so for all those different reasons, and just have a really good time with people in the industry, I thought it would, you know, let loose a little bit.
I love that.
And then I'm going to St. Pete. I'm going to be wrestling one of my friends who used to be a pro wrestler.
Oh,
we're going to be doing that live stream on May 21st.
May 21st.
I think at 8 p.m.
What's the name of it?
I don't know. We've been calling it Titty Mania.
So
Titty
what
Mania.
platform?
That's the perfect name.
We'll probably start off on Instagram, and then, you know, eventually when these come out, because, you know, wrestling is, we're practicing all day up until that point.
It's gonna probably lead to OnlyFans.
Yeah,
The clothes will fly off.
Yeah, clothes are going to definitely come off, and it'll slide into OnlyFans. And I mean, because she doesn't really do hardcore. So I'm like, okay, how can we like work together and monetize this in a really fun way that we both get something out of it?
Wrestling topless,
And
though.
wrestling
That's
topless with, you know, skimpy little shorts on.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine like, oh, I got her head between my thighs and I'm doing this. Or
and you guys
the
are all
titty
oiled up like
grab.
wrestlers get.
Yeah.
They're all
So-
oiled and fucking their hair's all wet and shit.
And
with
my
the baby oil.
inspiration is Randy Macho Savage.
Yes.
That is my inspiration, because cream will rise to the top, you know?
I died laughing at your reel you did the other day. That was the
Snorting
best.
of the beans.
Yeah, I love
Because you know that motherfucker had to be high as fuck.
Oh yeah, I love that. That was
So yeah, that's going to be my inspiration for my getup.
I love that.
I'm just
Are you gonna dress
I'm going
like
in
him?
ridiculous.
You should dress like him.
I'm going to go in
The hat and everything.
It's pimped out, ridiculous wrestling. I'm going to try my best. And I told her, I said, I want to learn how to come off the ropes. I'm coming flying. These titties are coming flying at you. We're also going to film it.
Yeah.
And mix it all up. So hopefully we'll make like a cute little YouTube or something, like, you know, get other things out of it. And then obviously the whole video will go on.
Can you imagine you're like, I just wanted to come off the ropes, and then there's like this video of you and you got really serious. And you're like coming off the corner like
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have the facial
just fucking
expressions.
dropping people.
I'm going to get fucking serious. It's gonna be like they're not gonna know if they're gonna like laugh,
People in the
jerk
crowd
off,
are
or
scared.
be scared.
Yeah,
and be
people
like,
in the crowd are scared.
Should I be doing this?
I don't know. Tell me if this is okay.
I don't know. I think I like it.
I don't know. I'm hard, but I'm crying.
Questioning their own sexuality. I'm like, I don't know, man.
I love that. Titty
Yeah.
Mania.
Titty Mania.
Titty
I think
Mania.
it's just gonna be fucking
Check it
fun.
out.
Like, I mean, why not wrestle one of my friends?
I think it's gonna be very popular. I know I'm gonna watch it.
Please do. Oh my god. Please watch it. Make some commentary in it.
I mean, if you need a ring girl, just to like.
oh my god, that'd be fun.
You'd be good with like holding up all the numbers for the rounds.
Yeah, and she used to
fucking
be
around.
a pro wrestler, so she's got all these wrestling connects, and like she's making us like a wrestling flyer right
Oh,
now.
shit.
And we're gonna have a
Are you guys, like,
banner in the
serious on
background.
it?
Yeah, I don't know. I sent her some pics. I was like, half of my pics, my tits are out, so good luck with that. Like, but and I think we're going to. I don't know if she was able to secure it or not. She obviously has some pro wrestlers as friends that we're, you know, hire and do the paperwork on as our announcer to get even more ridiculous with the wrestling event. Because we just want to be fucking over the top with this.
I think that would be great. Definitely a lot of good
I'm gonna
content.
stomp the feet, you know, and bang on the ropes a little bit.
Dude, you gotta have Candy make you some badass boots. Some like reflecting, like almost like these cups.
Oh, that
You know
would
what I
be
mean?
good.
Yeah. Sorry,
have to go-
Candy.
I might go in barefoot.
I'm offering her services like so
know.
last minute. I always hit her up last minute. I'm like,
And I'm
Candy.
like, oh, that is a good idea. She's gonna get a fucking text after this. Damn it.
Well, if you could also just tell everyone where they can find you on social media, and then share your website or OnlyFans link.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Alexis Fox Live. Coffee is HAF.coffee. And The Highest Fox Show. Instagram, Twitter is Alexis Fox. And then my OnlyFans is foxfans.com, FAWX.
Awesome. And Titty Mania is May 21st?
Yeah, Titty Mania,
May
baby.
21st. It's going to be great. Look at
Yeah.
these things over here.
These things are going to
Check
come
'em out.
flying at you.
I wish we could make an ad for the podcast where you're just like flying at coming at you.
I'll send you videos.
Yeah, that would be great.
You need to do it in 3D.
Yeah.
I'm on my, like,
That'd be
do I
dope.
get a cape for this? Do I come out with like a fucking cape and like be like, "Roar"?
Dude, that'd be sick.
Oh yeah, we've been talking smack. I don't know if you
Have
like,
somebody
watch-
hold a fan. Have Joe hold a fan.
But like be so
leaf
obnoxious,
blower.
like a real cheesy fan, like right in front of you and be miserable. That would be great for Joe.
It would
I mean,
be
I got
great.
to send him home to take care
Yeah.
of the dogs, but that would be good. Joe.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming.
No,
I
thank you guys
appreciate
so
you and
much
I
for
adore
having
you.
me, by the way.
Give her a follow on social media. Check out her coffee, her beer. Make sure to check out Titty Mania when it's released. And then also check her out on browsers.com.
Yay!
And thank you, Sarah, again for co-hosting.
Yes.
And I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Kenzie Taylor, and this is FEELZ by Kenzie Taylor. It's a water-based lubricant, vegan, cruelty-free, silky smooth, tasteless, and you're always gonna be wet. You can pre-order now by going to feelsbykenzie.com. Order it now.
What's the freakiest thing you've ever done?
Eating pasta in bed.
Not true. You licked my. Like
Oh, I did, but after I ate pasta in bed.
Why was that so freaky?
I don't know, it was a lot of sauce.